What?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dean Callan Show. This is episode 8, I think. I'm not actually sure anymore which episode it is because I kind of did I did a weird, not really an episode on Friday. I couldn't get all my shit together to like do a proper transfer from my computer, so I just kind of like did one from my phone. And I was terrified of losing my phone off the side of the Jeep thing I was driving. So I just kind of like was like, right, I'm leaving it at this. I'm gonna finish up doing a quick stream. At least I've got myself into that routine. It's kind of, I see it like going to the gym. You know, you might not want to, you might not have the time to do the whole amount of things. So, and I definitely don't want to do this if I'm not going to do it properly. But I need to build up my fitness and I need to prioritize the show. So I did one. But today is a legit episode. Right, and I really wanted to do an episode on Saturday for World Pornstar Martini Day, but I actually had Douglas Ankrah in the cabin doing his World Pornstar Martini live feed, and he was good enough to have left me all the ingredients that I need. So you would have seen, if you looked at the cover, have you seen the cover of the episode, that, you know, I had all those ingredients splayed out across the bar. Now, the ones I've got were the ones that were opened. The ones that you just seen were unopened, fresh ones, right? So the reason I have an extra set of unopened, fresh ones, you may have seen on the weekend, me and Douglas did like a live stream to you guys, and I'm not joking. I tested everything before we did that little live stream, and everything was working. And then for some reason his mic was muted, which when he did the live stream, it happened again, but it wasn't muted like on my end. It was muted on his end, and I don't know how that happened. Because like, look, to press the mute button, right? Look at this. That's the mute button. Right? It's hidden in there. Look at this big knobby bit. How do you, right? This is the mute button. How do you mute it from there? Anyway, I'm lost as to how it happened, but it happened twice in one day, which for me, as the producer of his live stream, I was freaking out because I'm like, what happened with the audio? And then the first time, it was after the show that I figured out that I needed to switch his mic, so I had a backup mic. And the second time I was like, mid-show, I had to be like, mate, can you show me the microphone? Which is kind of stressful, I'm not gonna lie. But I can't show you the whole clip of him making the Pornstar Martini, but I can show you one of the first ones that he did, right? And I'm gonna skip through it because effectively, I realized just as I was about to go on, I was going to show you him in here to prove to those that didn't sign into his live stream that he was here. And I realized I hadn't asked him if that was okay. So I'm not going to show the whole thing, right? That's a very clear bar, Mr. Callan. Well done. What happened? What happened to the bar? Oh, it was a mess before, if anyone's interested. It's now nice and clean and clear. If that's what Electra's saying. Anyway, here's a quick snapshot of Douglas making his Pornstar Martini. Just so you know, Douglas was definitely here. And also, Daniel, I know you're watching. So Daniel won the competition. Douglas gave to one of my viewers all the ingredients that you need to make a Pornstar Martini properly, right? According to Douglas. So, oh yeah, here it is. So, Daniel, mate, you were the first to comment. And I said, oh, Daniel Kaisen's already commented. And he went, Daniel wins! Give it to Daniel! And I was like, all right. I was going to do like drawing from a hat or whatever, but you know what? First person to DM me, they win. Right, so Daniel, I've got these for you, mate, and you'll be making lots of Pornstar Martinis at home in no time. But before that, I'm just going to put on a little snippet of Douglas's live stream. I hope he doesn't mind. I'm sure he won't. Right. So, yeah, that was Douglas doing the live stream from here. It was amazing to have him in. And he's actually like a super sweet guy. He was a little bit nervous about it. We did the video, we did the demonstration of the cocktail a couple of times. And like, he was such a pro. Like, the cap fell off the blender and he blends the vanilla sugar. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And sugar went all over the bar and he was just like, I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. And I was like waving a cloth, like, should I come in with a cloth? What should I do? I didn't know what to do. So I got Dave, the Dyson, and made short work of that. I was pretty proud of my Dyson efforts there. Get all that sugar as quick as possible, because you know I was like, how am I gonna wipe that down really fast, right? Bam, Dyson on the bar top. Not the most hygienic, but I mean, it worked, right? So, to paraphrase Douglas's really big presentation that he did, basically, the Pornstar Martini was originally called the Maverick Martini. As you may have seen from one of the early shows, Douglas agreed to be on the show. He likes the show and he wanted to help me out. It was originally called the Maverick Martini. It was also called the Pornstar Martini to kind of get it a bit more attention. Maverick didn't last, Pornstar did. People liked the name. And the recipe, it was, I believe, he'd put it all together in Cape Town and then brought it over here with him. Right, so I'm going to make one the best I possibly can. And I might prep my glasses first, I think. No, you know what? I got my glass in the freezer. I'm going to get my little guy. There we go. Now, you need 2 glasses. Right, I'm using these 2. Or maybe not. Maybe, ooh, I might use 2 of the same shape. Right? And then you're going to need Grey Goose vanilla. Right, this is the one that Douglas is using now. And I'll tell you what, it's come up really, really nice. Passoa, you need some passion fruit puree. It's Island Oasis passion fruit puree. It's 90% real passion fruit and martini prosecco, right? Now, you need the 2 separate glasses. Don't be trying to like do it in one glass. This is one of the biggest discoveries I made. And also, you need to make your own vanilla sugar, okay? No sound. No sound. Come on. Guys, is there sound? It's showing sound here. I'm just gonna keep running, okay? I can see the no sound comment, but I'm gonna have to assume there's sound, because it says there's sound. Yeah, Douglas is, he got more and more comfortable as it went on. And as he got more comfortable on the live stream, I started doing like cuts to overhead, and it looked pretty cool. I thought it looked pretty cool. But I'd love to show you those, but I don't want to like just take what is effectively Douglas's intellectual property and just riff on it, because he might want to share those videos himself. Right, so I can't remember, did he put the sugar in last? Look, it's a couple of bar spoons. I'm going to put one in at the beginning, one in the end. And I believe it was, I don't have a 50 ml measure, but I'm just going to go over the 45. It was 50 of Grey Goose. Right. 20 of Passoa. And I think it was 50 of this, right? I can't be 100% sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm just now second guessing myself. I just played the video, right? 50 of this, right? Now, one thing I have to really drive home, that vanilla sugar that he makes. He takes the sugar and he just blitzes it with whole vanilla beans, right? So you're getting the bitterness of the vanilla bean, you're getting the aroma of the vanilla, like the inside of the pod, but you're getting like an earthiness from the outside of the vanilla. So the sugar itself, when he's finished with it, it doesn't taste super sweet. It's not the same as getting vanilla sugar from the store. It's not the same as getting vanilla syrup. Like if you're gonna substitute with vanilla syrup, it's not the same drink, right? So the drink Douglas made for me on the weekend, and we had a couple of them. I'm not gonna lie. And then he stayed back and we talked about, like, you know, what he's been up to, what's been happening in his life, and had a couple of whiskeys, which was really cool. Because he doesn't normally drink, but he had a glass of champagne and a couple of some of the top shelf whiskeys with me, which I thought was really cool. And you know what? I was really excited about that because Douglas was one of the first kind of big rock star bartenders that I met in my career. And for all this time later to have had him come and hang out at my house and support my studio and show and everything like that was really cool. Sound is okay. All right. There was no sound for Douglas's vid. Ah, okay. Sorry, guys. I'll see if I can fix that and play it again towards the end. Right, so here's this. Oh, wait. I'm going to put that second bit of sugar in because he not only blends the sugar to make like this really powdery, earthy vanilla sugar. I think the vanilla sugar, the way he makes it, is key. He needed to make it fresh here as well. He was pretty anal about the sugar syrup, or powdered sugar. And now, having tasted it, I tasted the drink. There's an earthy flavor coming from that vanilla. Like, it's actually key, I think. If you're just putting normal sugar in, or shop-bought vanilla sugar, and then adding, like, this is actually reasonably sour. And he uses fresh passion fruit, which you eat first. So your mouth is full of acidic kind of passion fruit flavor, and then you have a sweet drink. And he balances out the drink with the Prosecco on the side. It's actually, the ritual is what makes the drink great. Right, so shaking time. Okay. So, where did I put that glass? Did I put it back? Yep, I did. So this first bit, he uses the combination of like the fresh granulated and the blitzed vanilla sugar because he wants that granulated stuff to help create a froth. And I think it does a great job. Let's have a look. Where is it? And he uses a double tea strainer. Now, I don't know where I put it, but he's super serious about having a teaspoon. You need a teaspoon for a Pornstar Martini. I didn't know that. If you don't have a teaspoon, he's going to be upset with you, right? So I'm just going to use a bar spoon for today because I forgot where I put the teaspoons. Oh no, I've got an idea. Trusty ice spoon. Now, the passion fruit sits on the top like this, right? And he puts the spoon under it like that, so it kind of floats. I don't know if that's going to work with an ice spoon. I'm just going to leave it, right? And then he serves it with the Prosecco on the side, and the idea is not to shoot the Prosecco. The ritual on how to make it is as follows. The drink is served like this, right? So you've got your Pornstar Martini. And ladies and gentlemen, why am I taller? That's weird, right? How to drink a Pornstar Martini, right? How to drink a Pornstar Martini. I know you're all wondering how you're meant to drink these things. There's a set ritual to it. So part one, take your spoon. Oh, crap. Pick up the passion fruit. So fresh passion fruit is key. Really key. You take a good scoop of the seeds, right? Now your mouth is full of sour passion fruit seeds. And then you take a sip of the sweet part. It's good. It's not as good as Douglas's one. Maybe he shakes it for longer. Yeah, he just like, maybe it was someone else making you the drink. He just nailed it. right? Tasty. And then when this starts to get a little bit sweet, and you start to taste like, ooh, it's starting to clag up your mouth, Prosecco time. So the Prosecco kind of works as a palate cleanser. All right. Right, so no sound for Douglas's bit, but we hear you fine. All right, cool, thanks guys. And that was that, right? That's how to make it. I'm gonna try Douglas's bit again, but I think, like looking at it now, I've been making pea-style spritzes, right? With Douglas's Pornstar premix, and then putting it in a wine glass. But this whole ritual of having a sweet drink, and in fairness, with actual fresh passion fruit, it's really not that sweet. This is reasonably balanced. I think it might be down to this. I haven't tasted this by itself. But this is like premium cocktail. It's passion fruit puree. Like, passion fruit isn't that sweet. Everyone... It's a little bit sweet. It has to be down to the vanilla sugar. I think having like the whole vanilla being blitzed into the sugar has made it taste a bit more earthy, and it's got like a more grounded sort of taste to the vanilla. Like, it's not pure sweetness. Let me see if I can get this audio working for Douglas. I'll play about 30 seconds. I have no idea why you weren't getting the audio there. I can hear it. It plays perfectly for me. So we'll leave that. Right, time for Mitch's minute about the Pornstar Martini. I thought you were guessing. Right? You ready? Mitch's minute. The one and only Mitch.
No. In a nutshell, no. I know Giuseppe Gonzalez had one on the menu at the Suffolk Arms. But I think if you asked 10 bartenders for their spec or a spec, you'd get a blank face most of the time. There's still a perception of passion fruit as a sweet ingredient here, which is kind of curious. Being from New Zealand, obviously I love passion fruit and I often have it on the menu, and it's always something that I've noticed that people say it's not sweet, it's not sweet, which is yes, a bit of a weird thing. Vanilla vodka, definitely not something you see on a lot of bars anymore, at least not the ones that I've been to. So yeah, no, not to the sort of fanfare that it has there in the UK. I could be wrong. There could be, maybe they're big in Miami.
Yeah, I still don't understand like how passion fruit could be sweet. Even the puree's not sweet. This isn't as sweet as what people deliver them to you in the UK. I remember the first time I went to Lab Bar, I ordered a Pornstar Martini. Like, we were there was a whole group of us, we had Pornstar Martinis, and they were fucking sweet. So like, getting Douglas in here to do his session, I was like, God, how are you ever going to get Douglas to make you one, right? He come to my house and made me one. Whoa. What was that? Something just crashed into the cabin. really loud. I legitimately just shit myself. Did you see that? It's like the whole window's moved. I have to go and investigate what this is. I wish I had a roving camera. Okay, I am going to... Oh, I don't have anything to cut to. Damn, I wish I had some media that I could cut to that you guys could see. Right, you know what? What could it have been? Maybe a cat or a squirrel knocking something over? A bike maybe? No. I'll figure it out later. Where was I? I've just lost all train of thought live. Fuck, something just smashed into the cabin. Yeah, Douglas making one. Right, so he comes here, he does this stream, and like the first one, he drank it. And I was like, okay, can you make another one? And then I can have one. I want you to make me one. And then he made one, and I tasted it, and it was, honestly, it was delicious. Like, could have been the moment, but it was delicious. So it's kind of makes me think, right? I know a lot of bartenders in the UK that they see a lot of people coming in and asking for Pornstar Martinis. They're becoming more and more popular, I think. And rather than try to master the Pornstar Martini the way that Loud Bar was making it back in the day that popularized it, they just kind of hate on it and half-arse it. Because the Pornstar Martini I had on the weekend was really, really nice. The penicillin that I got from Sam Ross was spicy and intense and full of flavor, right? Like the people that make these things, obviously they're making loads of them, but I mean, that's their signature drink. So they're gonna put a lot of effort into it. And I kind of think you can't diss something unless you can make it better than the person that created it, right? And then you still don't think it's good. Like, also, I mean, who alive today can really say that they've created drinks, apart from the handfuls of the Sam Rosses in the world, where like everyone knows the drink, right? If you haven't done that, then just, right? Anyway, I had a great weekend as a result of that. I also, on Friday, I put together a lot of videos for you guys. The reason I was a little bit late starting is because none of those videos seemed to be wanting to play. But that's okay. So I'm going to finish my Pornstar Martini. Yeah, the sugar around the bar top was not the spotlight. I pulled out Dave the Dyson twice during that, because the sugar just kept spilling onto the bar top. And there's, you know, I mean, Douglas is live. There's not much you could do about it. I kind of want, we should have practiced a little bit more beforehand, but we were getting comfortable. All right, so some of the live stream is not going out properly. Which is interesting. Let's have a look. No, I don't see why it would do it. No, everything's normal. Look, I wanted to taste something on the show like I did back in the beginning. And I thought to myself, right, what do I have that most people may not know about or may not have tasted that I haven't opened yet, right? So like, I'm looking around, and earlier on, I thought to myself, I might, I've got this special edition bottle that it's actually not really a special edition. It was a gift, right? And it was left here for, I believe, a future date. So this is I'm gonna invite some people back for this. But I guess we could try Don Nacho, right? This has been sitting on my back bar. It was a gift a while ago, right? It's been sitting on my back bar so long it's actually gathered dust, like, which is not a common thing in the cabin. I mean, I don't give it a deep clean that often, but I definitely don't leave bottles to gather dust. This one though, I don't really know much about. So if any of you, there's lag. I wonder what the lag is. It might be my internet connection. So if any of you can see this, who's heard of Don Nacho? I'd never seen it before. Right, I'm gonna have a taste of this. I'm gonna tell you what I think it might be. So on the bottle, we got Don Nacho Extra Premium 100% Pure de Agave Añejo. It's a tequila. It says it's won some awards in 2013. It's got a cool little like metal badge on the front, which you could easily turn into a pin or do something with. I like that. So it's 750 ml, which means this was hand carried into the UK. This is not a UK bottle. All right, let's have a look. I am trying to fix this stream as I'm going out, but there's not much I can do about it at the moment. Get up. Whoa. I feel like I'm going to rip the top of the cork off. That was... Look at how hard that was in there. There's a little rim on the inside of that. Wow. Do you think that's to slow the drink down? It's a specific bottle. I've never heard of Don Nacho. God, that's hard to get back in. Got the agaves on either side. Nothing on the back. Everything's in Spanish. Where's the nom? So it's 38%. I don't know. Nom is 1503. 150. Oh, sorry. 1508. Let's take a second look at that. So let's see what Don Nacho's got in there in Añejo. Smells good. I'm not gonna lie, that smells good. I think it smells good. It's got that like Fortaleza sort of funk to it, like where it smells like real tequila, but it's got the kind of how would you describe it? Creme brulee, custardy sort of aged wood smell to it. Mouth feels great. It's got like, it's kind of warming. It's got a nice sensation to it. It's well balanced. But it's like, the depth of flavor is not enormous. It's kind of vanilla custard, agave. And then it's got an oiliness to it that kind of coats the front of your tongue, which I will assume, without having to wait, will help the length. Yeah, it's still got a lot of flavor still coming out. Nice. Good stuff. I don't know how much it costs. It was a gift. So like, how much would you spend on that? That's the question. It's one thing, a spirit being delicious. I mean, if that is worth more than Fortaleza Añejo, I'm going to go with Fortaleza Añejo, you know? Or at least something I know, where I know the people. Maybe they're nice people, I don't know. Anyway, worth a taste. If you're presented with this, try it. It's nice. Not as big and bold as Fortaleza though. So, I really just want a Fortaleza now. What have I done to myself? What sort of day is this going to become? Anyway, guys, where are you? Hello. It's been an absolute pleasure doing the show today. I don't know why I'm speaking in the way I am. I should just talk naturally. I kind of go, it's been an absolute pleasure doing the show today. I really, really, really wanted to talk to one of the members of the Savoy Hotel because, newsflash, if you haven't heard already, both Maxime Schult and Declan McGurk have publicly resigned from their positions at the Savoy Hotel, saying that the Savoy Hotel was moving in a different direction to the direction that they wanted to move in. I don't know the story, but I would make a bold assumption that the Savoy Hotel are doing something drastic with their F&B program, and that whatever changes they've made change the roles that the boys have got, and change the direction that the American bar might be taking, and they're not into it, which is crazy. Fortunately for myself and Electra, we did go in and have a really great night in the American bar, which we loved because we had good service there. There were always good drinks. Right before COVID hit, and if it doesn't open up the same way again, then it's going to be a huge shame. But it's another bar that has been hit by the pandemic. The shape of the hospitality industry is going to be massively different after this, because if you look at it, some of the big iconic old school bars are shifting and changing. If anything, I would have assumed that the Savoy Hotel would have been easily able to survive this. They kind of got money behind them, right? Anyway, let's find out. Thought I'd let you guys know. I'm not even sure if I'm live anymore, but to the team at the Savoy Hotel, don't know what's going on with you guys, but if you want to catch up for a drink, I'm right here, and I have your special bottle, which I've been saving for when all your staff want to come back and have shots, right? So it's just right here. This is your special come have shots with Uncle Dino. Until then, peace out, and my love goes out to the whole team at the Savoy Hotel. And I hope that whatever's going on, you find your feet. Well, I'm sure you will. You're all super talented. Ciao. What a great Monday.